Hello, everyone. You heard a lot about Europeana. I actually have to thank Sarah for the very nice warm-up. But I'll try to tell you a bit more about who we are and the impact of our work. Europeana is an initiative of the European Commission which started a bit over 10 years ago with the aim to showcase and promote Europe's cultural heritage. We started with quite modestly as a Europeana.eu portal with around 2.5 million cultural records, but over the years we have really evolved into a powerful digital service infrastructure which currently features over 50 million records coming from over 3,500 institutions, libraries, museums, archives and galleries in Europe. This huge database represents great thematic, lingual and format variety. You can find anything from digitized art, photographs, maps, film, fashion pieces and more. In all formats, images, text, audio, video and even 3D, and in over 35 languages. So we at Europeana strongly believe that digital cultural heritage brings enormous opportunities for transformation, and not only for the sector itself, but also for other industries, such as the creative industries, education, research, and more. And by saying transformation, I mean really the positive changes which we bring, such as extracting new insights, driving innovation, and creating new forms of value. And in the next page of slides, I'll tell you more about how we do that for each of the aforementioned sectors. So let's start with the source, the cultural sector itself. How does digitization help bring new forms of value? If I have to pick one word, this will be user engagement. Because digital cultural heritage facilitates new ways for people to connect with their past, to appreciate their cultural traditions and achievements, and really strengthen the sense of belonging, of community, and the shared European identity. So we at Europeana, for this reason, invest a lot in curated experiences because we believe this is a really easy and attractive way for people to discover and also to play and enjoy Europe's rich cultural heritage. If you go to Europeana.eu, you'll find a lot of thematic collections from archaeology to art, fashion and photography. Galleries, which are mini collections, only up to 25 images on a particular topic, and also virtual exhibitions, which are really engaging narratives, again, on a particular topic. Oh, okay. We missed this wonderful image. But maybe we can see that online if you go to the Give It Up page. Together with the Digital Public Library of America and the National Library of Australia, we started another engaging format called the Give It Up competition, which essentially is inviting everyone to explore the openly licensed content in our collections, to play with it, create animated GIFs, and submit them to giveitup.net. This is an annual competition which runs always in October, so right now it's live and running, and I invite everyone to go to Europeana or to our partner collections, pick your favorite image, create something really nice and submit it there. We have prizes. Another engaging format are the Europeana season. Seasons are editorial campaigns which combine many editorial formats with the idea to highlight a particular thematic collection or a mini selection within a thematic collection, and also link to really topics which are of importance for society. Our first season was on pioneering women in history with the aim to highlight women's historical contribution in art and sciences. And here is the campaign in a nutshell. It ran between January and March 2019 and included a virtual exhibition, dedicated galleries, interviews with leading women in digital and glam, including our EU Commissioner Maria Gabriel, as well as blogs, social media, and even a printed colorful book. As you can see, we featured 21 stories being historical profiles of women and also the profiles of the living pioneers, with content from 80 cultural heritage institutions from 20 countries, and we're really happy with the engagement statistics. We got over 27,000 blog visits, over 27,000 exhibition visits, and for this reason, we decided to continue. So right now, we have another season going on called Europe at Work. As the name suggests, it will highlight the industrial heritage of Europe. So we will collect and feature personal stories around the working conditions in Europe, as well as official sources on this topic. And when I say we'll collect, this will happen via collection days across Europe. And there is one event to happen in Italy, in Rome, on 26th of October. It will be a walking event, so Europeana and our partners will go to specific locations in Rome. And if you want to find out more, I invite you to go to europeana.eu, to our industrial heritage collection, and you can find the exact locations there. Creative industries has been the first market where we experimented with reuse of digital cultural content. And as I'm fully aware, you are aware, that that the creative industries really cover a wide range of sectors, from architecture and advertising to performing arts, tourism, and ICT. So our experience on this market showed that cultural heritage content can be an excellent source for material and inspiration for the creative industries. And here are a few examples. 1111 Memories Retold is a video game developed by the French video company DigixArt and tells the touching stories of the two soldiers on the different sides of the front. There is an abundance of First World War content on internet and at culture institutions, but the reason DigixArt reached out to us was that we have a really unique content, not only the historical content from museums, libraries, and archives, but also the personal stories shared with us within the collection days we organized in the past few years across Europe. So this can be really the diary of your grandfather who fought in the First World War and more. So this was really the value Europeana brought to the game to make it a really personal, touching, immersive experience. Another example of tourism app is Greetings from Zagreb, which used Europeana collections to bring the users on a journey to the past of the Croatian capital. And I'd like to highlight the achievements of our host project, CultureMoves. You heard already a lot, and we will experience together later some of these achievements, so I won't spend too much time. I think the life experience is more valuable than the slides. And I move to my favorite subject, education. And I'll tell you how cultural heritage can really support digital transformation in the classrooms. First of all, digital cultural content can enrich any teaching subject by bringing new insights and material. Again, another example. Teaching with Europeana is a blog post or a space where we hide the work we did with teachers from across Europe. They created learning scenarios and also published their stories of implementation in the classroom of these scenarios with cultural content. And I invite you to go there and you'll see for yourself that these scenarios cover really a broad range of topics, from the usual subjects such as history, arts and languages, to biology, chemistry, math and ICT. Cultural heritage can also enhance digital learning. It can be easily integrated in various innovative learning formats such as apps, games, and learning platforms. And my example here is the Birdie Memory app, which is a hybrid learning solution. It combines an app and a poster to teach kids about bird songs and to encourage them to love and preserve nature. And finally, digital cultural content can support pedagogical innovation by allowing to develop various competencies and supporting innovative teaching methods. Europeana developed and launched in 2018 with rerun in 2019 the Europeana Massive Open Online course, which really teaches educators how to use cultural heritage in their classroom and build 21st century skills. And 21st century skills are, for instance, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and more. The course was run in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Portuguese, and as you can see on the numbers on this slide, it was very well received. This was also evident from the post-MOOC survey results. For example, almost 100% of the MOOC participants rated the course value as good or very good. Between 90 and 100% would recommend the course to a colleague or a friend, and almost the same values for participants who feel confident in using cultural heritage content in their lessons after taking the MOOC. We also asked teachers to tell us which are the top 5 competencies they felt they and their students developed after the course. And again, looking at these competencies, these are exactly the 21st century skills. The competence, the problem-solving skills, the critical thinking. And I'm particularly happy to see in the list for students the increased interest and engagement with learning material. The Europeana MOOC will run once again in 2020, and I'm happy to say that we'll run it in Italian as well. So the Italian version will be launched in March, but you can register now, even now on the website. This is our partner website, European Schoolnet, with whom we run the MOOC. So these are only a few of the examples what's possible with digital cultural heritage, but there are so many more opportunities. For example, you can think of reusing cultural heritage in e-health and well-being, and we worked together with a Swedish developer. They used our content to create an app for dementia care. Smart Square Hamburg is another project to revitalize the inner city of Hamburg using cultural storytelling, data analysis, and simulation. So cultural heritage, in essence, can be used for urban development. And I'd like to end my presentation with a really large-scale initiative called Time Machine, which is an initiative of over 300 partners from 34 countries, including cultural heritage organizations, institutions, academic and research organizations, and private enterprises. And the idea is to use advanced digitalization and artificial intelligence to mine Europe's cultural heritage and to create a really revolutionary virtual experience of Europe's history and culture over space and time. So this will be an open and living resource for everyone, for researchers in digital humanities, for more technical people interested in AI, or for everyone to just connect with their past and Europe's history. And when I say time machine, it's not just one. At the moment, there are 18 time machines at different level of maturity, and the first one was actually launched in Venice, in Italy, in 2013. As far as I know, the digitization of the archives is already in process, so the idea is to use these archives together with cultural data to provide this revolutionary experience of Venice over time. There is one more time machine launched in 2019 in Naples, and the rest are spread across Europe. So I hope by these examples I really convinced you of the transformational impact of digital cultural heritage, of its innovative power for education and scholarship, for cities and regions, and for really strengthening the social cohesion and our shared identity. Thank you very much, and I welcome questions.